Shout out to my Sasser for sending me this story. And to be honest, I had already known about it because some people had already were talking about it to me and whatnot. But it's a reason why I waited to do this story because I was simply waiting for the other shoe to drop. A lot of the times, whenever there's a story that comes out, something else is going to fall or is going to come right behind it. And this is to prevent me having to do multiple videos on it. So the other shoe has dropped when it comes to the story. But before I get into what I'm talking about, basically what happened was you had this resource officer who basically tackled and tased this high school student, a black female, in this video that went viral. And when I first heard about it, it reminded me so much of what happened to that girl in South Carolina at a high school a few years ago. Some of you may or may not remember that, but I remember that vividly. Like, he pulled her up out of the chair and yanked her so hard that her foot got caught up in the desk and the desk almost came with her. And then he tackled her right in the middle of the classroom and nothing happened to him. It caused a lot of outrage, but of course nothing happened. Just like this story right here, in which I'm about to mention about the shoe dropping. The other shoe that dropped with this story is that they said that this resource officer was well within agency policy to do what he did. Notice that they're always well within policy when it comes to putting hands on us and our kids. But let them tackle Timmy, and it's a problem. It's an issue. I'm gonna go ahead and read this article from Atlanta Black Star so we can get more information. A sheriff deputy who tased a student in the cafeteria at Eustis High School in the Central Florida town, of course it's Florida, of Eustis on Tuesday, January 26th did nothing wrong, according to the sheriff's office. Viral video posted to TikTok the following day shows Lake County Deputy Billy Brown, who serves as a school resource officer at the school, tasing an unidentified female student. Brown told Click Orlando he tased the student after arriving and finding the girl chasing a male student around a cafeteria table. He added the girl would not calm down when he tried to intervene and began punching him, ultimately striking him in the face and kneeing him in the side before he wrestled her to the ground. The video shows Brown and the student tussling and the student slapping him. Then she gets up and Brown pulls out his taser, to which she replied, "Do not touch me," before the video on Click cuts off. In Brown's report, he said he continued to try and de-escalate the student's aggressive behavior, and when she wouldn't comply, he tased her. A separate video posted to Twitter by reporter Megan Cruz of WFTV shows the moment Brown tased the student. He pushes her back before deploying his taser twice. The student hits the wall, then collapses on the ground before Brown walks over to her. Afterward, Brown said he called for paramedics who examined the student before he took the taser probes out. The report also claims the student apologized to Brown, stating she'd blacked out in a fit of anger. Now the student is facing 1 count of resisting with violence and 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, Click Orlando reported. After reviewing the incident, the Lake County Sheriff's Office said Brown handling the situation was lawful and within agency policy. Social media users condemned Brown's use of force. If she was white, the cop wouldn't have treated her so rough. Twitter user at Muhammad Salah 19 wrote, "It's the literal definition of abuse. If you as a parent would try to do this to your own child, you'll be locked under a prison and never get out. Society would abandon you, but put a badge on it and everybody gets a little less concerned. I swear I'll lose my shit if it ever happened to my child," user at Camp No Net tweeted. Then someone else said, "Welcome to the Florida law enforcement. I hate it here," added user at Omega Woody. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. If this was a white student, then he would not have taken it that far. And I wouldn't be surprised if he embellished his story. Because notice what he said in his story versus what the video that went viral actually showed. It showed two different things. And even after this girl apologized and said she blacked out, she still got hit with charges. They said for resisting. And you know what's so crazy? They love resisting when it comes to black people, because they know they can get them harder with that resisting. But when Palm Color does it, resisting where? Exactly. Like, when's the last time you've actually seen a video go viral of a white cop or resource officer in this case do what they did to this girl to one of them, whether it be a boy or a girl. But let's just focus on it being another female. When's the last time you've actually seen that? I can't remember the last time I've seen that, honestly speaking. And then on top of that, you gotta think, with all the stuff going on right now with Wuvit and his close contact. Remember what that story that I did about the black man in Virginia Beach who got accosted because they thought that he was the perp they were looking for a crime, and then what happened? A couple days later, he tested positive for Wuvit. I hope that doesn't happen to this girl. But it seems like it's a different day, same shit, different day. They said all because she was allegedly chasing a boy around the cafeteria. And on his side of the story is that she got aggressive with him and tried to hit him and all this type of stuff, but the video showed otherwise. And notice they said that he left the taser probes in there until paramedics got down there. After he pushed her into the wall, that made her fall to the ground, which means that was a pretty hard push. But they left the probes in her body until paramedics arrived, when he could have easily taken them out. She was already subdued, but he left them there. He probably felt she has more power than I do. So to save myself, let me just continue to have her in a stunned state. So by them saying that he was well within agency policy to do that, that pretty much means he's not going to be reprimanded. He's going to maintain his job. No charges are going to come to him. Everything's going to fall onto her and her parents because they are her guardians. And then they'll just say, move on. That's all that's going to happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Text the number in the comments below to receive notifications every time I upload a new video.